evening, everybody. Here we are. It's Saturday, the 29th of July. My goodness, we're soon going to be in August, and then it's a slippery slope for the rest of the year. But we're going to enjoy August. It's been a strange day in Montreal today. It started off quite cool, and actually, it's still quite cool. It was 17, it's still 17. I've had a little bit of rain, but not much. So I'd love to know in the comments now, what sort of weather have you had in your area today? I bet Cindy down in, are you in Texas? Did you tell us? I bet you've had a warm day down there, Cindy. Hello, somebody just wrote, hello, Melanie, Facebook user. So you need to click on the link so I can see you. Hi, Karen. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you all this afternoon. So this morning we had a fantastic mega party. We did lots of recipes with the stack cooker. I really enjoyed it. And of course, I have so much food here now that I don't need to make any dinner for Alan and me. So I said, what I'm going to do tonight is make a dessert. So I'm in this book. This book is called Fuss Free Dinners, and it's an Australian Women's Weekly, but it's not one of the ones that I bought when I lived in Australia. I bought this one about 3 years ago probably, and I haven't dipped into it much. But what we're going to do is make something in the book that is called plum clafouti. And I've made clafouti before, but I haven't. I'd lost the recipe, and so I'm not using plums. I've got some frozen fruit here. I've got some strawberries, cherries, blackberries, and actually no raspberries, but this mix does come with raspberries. And that is the fruit I'm going to use today. And I'm hoping that the mix will fit into my Ultra Pro here, Ultra Pro lid. But it's possible, guys, that it's not going to fit and I'll have to put it into the base. So we'll see how it goes. The mega party was fantastic. You just missed the last. Oh dear, you had power failure too. Yeah, and Wendy, thank you so much for being at the mega party this morning, because I think Wendy, like a lot of people, has a stack cooker, but probably doesn't think to use it as much as you can. So hopefully we inspired you a bit to be able to use it. It's 100 in Lake Houston, Texas. You've been in the pool with the grandkids. Oh, that sounds good. Ingrid, I see you. Hello. How are you this evening? So Ingrid lives pretty close to me. I see Julie as well. Hello, Julie. Good to see you all this afternoon. So if you didn't watch the mega party this morning, you can go. I actually have it in all my VIP group. I also have it on my Facebook page, also on my Facebook profile. So you can go to any one of those and watch it if you want. We did a total of 4 different recipes using the stack cooker. And I think probably the one that excited most people was just the fact that you could make popcorn in the stack cooker. And if you have a family that eat a lot of popcorn, I promise you, you're about to save bags of money by making your own popcorn. So, okay, you want to try the whole chicken. Yes, and that's what Alan and I are going to have for dinner tonight. Okay, so let's see if we can make this clafouti mixture. I'm going to use my whip and mix because it's a liquid and solid mixture. So I'm not going to use my supersonic. But remember, when you make mixtures in your whip and mix, you need to put the liquids in first. So it says 3/4 of a cup of pouring cream. So I'm not sure what pouring cream is. because this is an Australian book, but I'm figuring it's probably 15%. So I've put 15% in. 3/4 of a cup, no, not 3/4, 2/3 of a cup of milk. And then we've got, let me see what else, 1/2 a cup of sugar, 1/4 of a cup of flour, 4 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So let me get a teaspoon here. We'll just use this teaspoon. Now, what I love about the Australian recipe books, the Women's Weekly ones, is they give you so much extra information. Like they tell you what oven temperatures there are. So, you know, we have Fahrenheit in North America, but in Australia they have centigrade, Celsius. And it also says a very slow oven is 250 degrees Fahrenheit. A very hot is 475. So it gives you that. It tells you the conversions for milliliters to fluid ounces, from length, metric to imperial, grams to imperial. So all of those things are really useful, because when we look at recipes, quite often they will be in, if you're like me anyway, and you've lived in England and then Australia and then North America, everybody has their own different measuring system. Okay, so let's mix up this mixture now in my whip and mix, and I've got it on number 1, I think. No, it feels like it's on number 2. We'll put it on number 1. Yeah, it's still able to mix on number 1. Your omelette that you made in the makeup. Yes, it was a quiche. That's what we call it anyway. I guess it was close to an omelette, but I actually had it for lunch, Wendy, and it was delicious. I was hoping Alan would be back in time, but he was later. So he'll be able to have the quiche tomorrow. Okay, so this mixed up pretty quickly. I'm going to just put it on number 2, just to make sure that and we'll put it back on number 1. Okay. So the only thing I'm going to check is I'm just going to check there's no flour stuck on the bottom. So, no, it's a really good mix, guys. And it's aerated, because when you use the whip and mix, it always aerates the mixture. So now what I'm going to do is pour this liquid over here. My oven is heating up to 400, it says. So 400 is like a moderately hot oven. So let's pour this over the fruit now. You see all the bubbles because of the aeration from the whip and mix. Okay, so far so good. I think we're going to make it, guys. There we go. So that is the mixture made. And what I'm going to do with this now is, when the oven gets to temperature, it says to bake for about 30 minutes or until browned lightly. So I'll set my timer for 30 minutes. But this looks like clafouti is meant to mix. And don't worry, Wendy, the quiche that we make in the stack cooker, it really is like a big omelette, except the only difference is that we use the breadcrumbs to act as a sort of crust. So but it really tasted very, very yummy. So that is all I'm going to do today. I didn't put the jam jar out, did I, today? But never mind. We'll do the jam jar 1 or 2 times this week. But you know what is really, really good, and I think what I really appreciated when I was doing the mega party this morning is just how much the stack cooker can help somebody who maybe doesn't enjoy cooking. And I met a really nice lady today who she said, you know, I love baking, but I hate cooking. And that was me 17 years ago when I joined Tupperware. I loved baking. I'd make muffins and cakes, but I could not, and I just didn't want to cook. And when I was introduced to the stack cooker, that's when I started to really enjoy cooking. And when we were doing the mega party this morning, it just reminded me about how much I love the stack cooker and how much it's helped me. And so you guys who watch here, you know I use it quite regularly. And it's reminding me of all the good things that you can do. In fact, you can make clafouti in the stack cooker as well. You can make it in the lid and then cook it in the microwave. But I'm going to do this one in the oven today. So so that's it from me today. Just remember, if you are not yet part of my VIP group, please click on the link. I haven't done the poster for the live sale tomorrow, but there will be one at 3:30. And what else? Oh yes, and don't forget that if you want to join Tupperware, there are 2 different kits that you can take, and there are lots of benefits for being part of Tupperware, even if you just want to buy Tupperware for yourself. So that's it from me. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. Let me just see in the comments now what everybody else is planning to do for dinner tonight, because I'm always intrigued. Okay, the oven is nearly at the right temperature, so we'll be able to put it in. So Alan and I are going to have the chicken and the vegetables that I made this morning. So I'm going to put the whole thing. I have it over here. Look. I have the whole thing here, and look how beautiful the chicken looks made in the microwave. So I'm going to pop this into the microwave for 5 minutes. Salad for you, Karen. Is it warm in Ottawa today? In Montreal, it doesn't seem very warm today, but salad is a good thing to have all the time. Anybody else can tell me what are they having for dinner tonight? What is your specialty? That's a huge chicken. Yes, it is a huge chicken. You're absolutely right, Karen. When I put it in here, I couldn't believe it. It still fitted. So that's very good. It's cold there too. Yeah. You're doing barbecue hamburgers because oh yeah. So you haven't still got your power yet? Usually it's me without power, Wendy. So I feel you, because it really is. Yesterday evening we had the most awful storm, and I said to Alma, I've got to go and do this just in case we lose the power, because you know, once you lose it, there's nothing you can do. You're stuck then. I hope your power comes back on, Wendy, but enjoy your hamburgers while you can. So have a really, really good evening, everybody. And I will make a picture of the clafouti when it's done. Let's get that into the oven right now. Oh, that's really weird. Hang on. Okay, I think I've heated the bottom oven instead of the top one. So I'm gonna have to have a look at that. So I'm not gonna put my clafouti in here right now. There seems to be something going on in here. So I'm just going to leave that for a minute, and I'll get back to it in a minute. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for 5 minutes to heat up the chicken and the vegetables, and then we'll be able to have dinner. But maybe we'll take Killian out for a walk while it's still not raining, because I have a feeling it's going to rain again. Oh, you have power now, but they're working on it. So, oh yes, I hear you. Almost a small turkey, yes. So enjoy your dinners, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.